Peace, y'all. It's your homegirl, your soul sister, the queen of the ghetto gospel, Johni Demeatri. It's Wednesday, so you know we here at UrbanGrindTV, Urban Grind Radio. And to the right of me, obviously, I have a very special guest. But y'all, listen, he's super talented, super funny, and his name is Charlie Wilson. Not Uncle Charlie, no, but Charlie Wilson. So I got to get all up in your business. Is that okay?
Go ahead, man. You already in there now. You done already put first name Charlie. You done already put that out there. Shit, we in there.
So my first question would be, how did you get a name like Charlie Wilson, if you even know the answer to that?
Yo, so it goes back, man. So I'm Charlie Wilson III, actually. So, that's my grandfather's name. So, I walk with a great sense of pride and just knowing, what his experience is like, what my dad's experience is like. And we actually got family ties in Chicago. So the fact that, me being born and raised from Shreveport, Louisiana, and still carrying the name, just in a different way, where somewhere we already had roots, is kind of tight.
So do you feel like a sense of pressure carrying such like a big legacy, not only from your father, but from your grandfather? Is that a lot of pressure on you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is. Because, they had different obstacles and different battles back then, but I'm aware of that too. The battles that they were fighting are different than the ones I have to fight today. So it walk with a greater sense of purpose, but also appreciation for the things that were done before I got here. So now, even when I'm having a hard time, it's kind of like, all right, but, we're still way better than the obstacles they had. So let me keep on carrying that torch.
Great answer. That's dope. That's dope. So I had the opportunity, y'all, to see this man perform a live set just a few minutes ago. Mad funny, like super dope. And I know that's a lot of pressure too. So what are the pressures that you feel, not only from carrying the legacy of your family, but from doing comedy? And how long have you been doing comedy?
Yeah, so I've been a little over this is probably my 11th year, I want to say, doing comedy. Started in New York, and since then moved to the West Coast, and somehow found my way to Chicago. But I think there's a sense of pressure, not just from my family side, but just where we are now with the climate. Everything is sensitive. Everybody got something to say. Everything has got an angle. So you got to be aware of those things, but it can't alter you doing you, and you doing what you need to do, and being who you need to be. So you got to be aware of that stuff, but move accordingly so that you can maintain yourself, and continuing to fight that fight and carry that.
I like your spirit. What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer. Yeah.
Water sign.
That mean I'm a cry in the car.
Yeah. That's what they say. I'm a Pisces, so we get a bad rap. Yeah, I get that. But no, I want to know a bit more about your comedy. So you've been from Louisiana, you said, right? You were out in New York.
Yeah, that's where I started.
And you said something about the West Coast. Is that Vegas or is that LA?
So I moved to LA first, and then I moved to Vegas. So I moved to LA just on the comedy grind. I produce, independent comedy shows and, host shows and also do stand up. But after the pandemic, going into that year, I was fortunate enough to get my first comedy TV credit on a show called Laugh After Dark. That's on Amazon Prime, Tubi, Freevee, all those apps. But anyway, just before the pandemic happened, I got asked to host a new season of Laugh After Dark. And then the pandemic happened, so we couldn't film it in LA. I was like, it's finna go down. But then the pandemic happened, we couldn't film it. So we shot a podcast with that time. But, I went to Vegas on a fluke just to do a show. But that ended up opening up the doorway to meeting that owner, to then giving us an opportunity to then film a comedy TV show in Vegas. And that's what we did. So it's called Laugh After Dark, live in Vegas. And then we carried a residency there for a little bit. And I was there for about 2 years before relocating to Chicago.
But I know you told me something different as well. That was actually some new news. We pre-gamed a little bit, y'all. I was all in his business. But you told me something about burlesque Star Wars, right? And that's what you got going on currently. So tell the people a little bit about that. That's dope.
Crazy, right? So I wasn't like no Star Wars fan, and I wasn't watching the movies. This came out of nowhere, but I'm in Vegas. Our residency ended there. We were downtown on Fremont Street, Las Vegas. Then we moved to on the Vegas Strip, where we had a Saturday night show. And so anyway, after that ended, it's kind of like, all right, so what's next? So I got the opportunity to MC dance competitions for a little while. That's kind of carried me out. But then there's this Star Wars burlesque show that was touring from Australia. They started a tour here in the States. LA, San Francisco had a lot of success, and they wanted to start a new show, residency in New York and Chicago. And I was like, man, I already lived in New York. let me see what Chicago's about. I know prices a little cheaper. The women look kind of fine out there. Let me go see what that summertime shot here for. So, yeah, that's what brought me over here. It's a Star Wars burlesque show. Super funny, super sexy. So, yeah, you heard the name Princess Leia, but you got to see what she got going on in this show. So, it's touring right now. And, yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what the next moves are with that tour, but also just embracing the comedy scene here in Chicago.
That's super dope. And you also told me that you was playing somebody real special. So not only is the man's name Charlie Wilson, but who are you playing in Star Wars?
So in Star Wars, one of the few black characters in Star Wars is Lando Calrissian, who was played by Billy D. Williams. You know, ask your mama about Billy D. Williams when you don't know who he is. But, it's a lot of pressure kind of carrying that name, too, and representing him on stage. So, I went home and did my research, binge watched all the Star Wars movies, most of them. Don't come at me, fans. Don't come at me, most of them. I'm doing the best I can. But, carrying Billy D's reputation and that aura, that energy to it comes with a great sense of pride, a little bit of pressure, too. But, yeah, I'm enjoying that shit.
So he is Billy D and Charlie Wilson wrapped all up in one. Look, I'm going to give you a little break. I know I've been all up in your business. We still got radio coming up. So tell these people everywhere they can find you, on anything that they can find you, and what you got coming up next.
For sure. You can find me at your auntie house. That's right, baby. Billy D. Williams, Charlie Wilson. No, I'm just playing. Find me at Charlie Wilson TV. Find me on Instagram. That's where I spend most of my time. I have a YouTube as well. It's Charlie Wilson TV. Twitter, Charlie Wilson TV Live, but definitely Charlie Wilson TV. I appreciate y'all, man. The energy has been amazing here. Everybody's been dope, so I appreciate your time, dude.
It's your homegirl, your soul sister, the queen of the ghetto gospel, Johni Demeatri. It's Urban Grind. It's Wednesday. We out. Peace.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Charlie Wilson TV here, man, and I'm rocking with Urban Grind TV every time, all the time.